down here in some traffic and right outside Ocala, Florida. 87 miles away, and I've got 2.5 hours left on my clock. But man, I've been in this traffic forever. You know, first coming down to Florida is nice. I like coming into Florida, but man, I hate dealing with Atlanta traffic. And then you get down here to Florida, and it's like the last few trips I've made is always running into traffic again down here in Ocala, right here near the turnpike. But it is what it is. It's part of trucking. So tonight I want to talk to y'all about people quietly quitting or trying to quit, trying to get fired. You ever heard of that? I was listening to a talk show earlier, a news station or whatever. They were talking about it. It was kind of interesting, so I wanted to bring it up. But I'll give it a minute or two to everybody get online, and then we will definitely discuss it about people trying to get fired. It's crazy. I don't know if it's this generation. I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm 42 years old, and you know, I'm not an old man, but I'm not a young man. I'll be 42 in a couple weeks. I'm actually 41, but I'm not an old man, but I ain't a young man either. But I just never heard of this thing here going online, and I wanted to bring it up to y'all, and y'all let me know in the comments what you think about it and what the heck's going on. What is that up there? Looks like the middle lane, look like the middle road is closed up here. I'm gonna have to get over. Yeah, that's the problem right there. That's been the problem. That's why the traffic, somebody's got an accident up here and you gotta get to the right or left. So I'm not allowed to be in the left lane, so I might as well get over into the right. My blinker on here. How's everybody doing out there tonight? So I'll give it a few more seconds. Let me get over in this lane, y'all, then we'll go into it and we'll start discussing of what the topic is tonight about truck drivers, or not just truck drivers, but people quitting, trying to quit. Oh, that person over there is going to let me over. Good deal. All right, so basically there's a thing called quietly quitting. Have y'all ever heard of that? Leave me a comment if you've ever heard of it. Basically what quietly quitting is, and I've never even heard of it till now. To me, it's just ridiculous. It's basically doing something wrong until you get fired. What's going on out there, Cafe? What is that? Cafe Teo? Sorry, I'm driving. It's dark and barely see you, but I see Cafe something high. What's up? This is Truck Live with Sean. Glad you're on board tonight. I'm talking about what's up there, Canadian Grower 420. What's happening? Question is, what's the difference between a Swift driver and a toilet? I don't know, Canadian driver. What is it? Let me know in the comments. I'm sure it's something funny there. All right, I'm out of the traffic now. Thank God. All right. A toilet can back up. Ah, that's funny, buddy. That's funny, Canadian Grower. That's funny. All right, so I'm talking tonight about, that's a funny joke. I got to remember that one. So, let's see what's going on. So I'm talking tonight about a thing I heard, and I never heard of this. Y'all let me know in the comments if you've heard about it. It's called quietly quitting. It's where people work for some company, whether it's trucking or wherever it is, and they want to get fired. They want to collect unemployment, but they don't want to quit. They don't have the balls to talk to management, or I don't know what the deal is, but instead of trying to work out the problem, they call it quietly quitting. Have you ever heard of that term? You never heard of it till tonight. But basically what quietly quitting is, they do something wrong enough to get fired. So basically you sit over a corner and you just do terrible work, terrible job, until you get noticed and they just fire you. They can't deal with you anymore. Or you keep making the same mistake over and over and over again because they don't like their job. And to me, that just sounds ridiculous. It sounds crazy, but people are actually doing that. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about that. But so you got people who are working jobs, and instead of being a man or a woman and giving up and saying, listen, I have this issue, can you help me on this? They'll just keep making the same mistakes till they get fired because they don't want their job, they want to collect unemployment or whatever reason. But you got to understand, you don't want to burn bridges, drivers. You don't want to, or even if you're not a driver, you don't want to burn these bridges. You never know that you may want to work for that company again, or maybe you want to work somewhere else, but maybe that person becomes a manager at another job that you're at. And then you're not going to get hired. You're going to be labeled as that person. So I don't understand quietly quitting, but I didn't know there's actually a term, and I don't understand it. But what's wrong with the world today, man? Well, y'all give me your thoughts and opinions about that. But another term they were using, and I don't remember the name of the term, but they were basically maliciously quitting. It's where, and they could get fired, they could go to jail for some of this stuff, but they were, let's say, being overly customer service, whether it's uplarging their fry or giving them extra drinks or giving them discounts, or giving a customer, being really, really overly nice to the customer, which hurts your company. We're giving them discounts or giving them free stuff or giving away free merchandise or just things like that. So not just in trucking, I mean any industry, but never heard of that before. I don't know what's wrong with the world today. Y'all let me know, drivers, or people out there, let me know what you think about that. Let me know in the comments if you ever heard of that. I've never thought it was crazy, but you know what? Who knows? What is wrong with the world today? But if you're a person out there thinking about doing that in your job, if you don't like your job, quit it. Don't harm the company just because you don't like them or because you're not happy. That's bad business. It's just bad all the way around. You know, if you're not happy with your company, don't say, I'm going to tear their equipment up, or I'm going to steal some antifreeze, or I'm just going to pour out some of this fuel, or, you know, that, what does that help, driver? If you don't like your company you're with, then leave them. But don't. It'll come back on you about your butt, I guarantee it. Anyway, y'all let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, what y'all think about that. It's Trucking Life with Sean. Let's get it.